I don't know if over the holiday, if you guys were paying attention to some news that came out about Andrew Tate. Do you guys even know who Andrew Tate is? Because I'm going to keep it real. I didn't know who he was for the longest time. Andrew Tate is a kickboxer and, some sort of millionaire entrepreneur who has very controversial takes on the roles of men and women. All right. They're controversial to some people. To me, I don't agree with everything he says, but I know where it comes from. I'll say this much. When he's talking to young men, and a lot of young men follow Andrew Tate, he is telling young men, like, you need to take accountability for your life, lose weight, stop playing the video games, and, stuff like that. Be men, have controversial opinions. It's okay, be men, which I can understand. Some things you got to be well, I can't tell somebody how to speak, right? So, but you have to discern what you're taking in. Now, he's been on the certain podcast talking about, and I've heard other men say this, if a woman sleeps with like a bunch of different guys, like she is basically dirty, but a man can do it. Now, that's going into a whole philosophical subject. We're not going to go all the way there in the weeds, but I wanted to kind of give you a background of who he was. A couple months ago, he was canceled for his controversial takes on what he was saying on, about women. And of course, they gave him a label, misogynist. You know how I feel about labels. So it's like, cancel him so nobody hears him. Instead of giving him correct speech, right? Debate him, but they canceled him until Elon Musk had brought him back on Twitter. But then he really wasn't canceled because people started following him on Rumble. And that's the thing about trying to shut people up, is that you can never shut them up. Like, they're going to find somewhere else to go and express their views and their thoughts. But in the meantime, like I said, even his personal beliefs, like I said, I don't have to agree with everything he says. That's the last disclaimer. And but he does, what I do agree with is the truth that he spits about Hollywood, about how people are owned in Hollywood, and about, this child trafficking, such as the situation that happened with Balenciaga, disgusting picture that they took of with the little girl with the bondage teddy bear and all that, insinuating some sort of child situation. We do not play when it comes to the kids. He kept it all the way funky. And the people who run Balenciaga, they basically come out and say that they're Satanists, for the lack of a better, description. And he was talking about it. And he was saying that they don't have a problem doing this in your face, because if they do it in your face and you go along with it, it rids them of any accountability. Again, another subject, and let me know in the comments below if you guys ever want me to talk about it. Here's the headline, basically, that came out over the weekend, was that Andrew Tate was arrested for human trafficking, for human trafficking, him and his brother. All right, so we have it here. Controversial internet personality Andrew Tate detained of course, and his brother too, Tristan, detained in Romania on human trafficking charges. Former kickboxer and controversial internet personality Andrew Tate detained in Romania Thursday, along with his brother. The country's anti-organized crime unit confirmed to CBS News Friday. So they extended the 1-day detention already to 30 days, but they had to beg like a judge to do it. Reuters and Romanian prosecutors said in a statement obtained by CBS News that the search warrants were carried out in several homes Thursday due to suspicions of an organized criminal group involved in human trafficking and the organized crime group was formed by 4 suspects in early 2021 with a view to committing human trafficking in Romania, the U.S., and U.K. in order to obtain important financial benefits, the prosecutor said. 6 women have been found who were sexually exploited. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm running into new territory here, so I hope I can say these words, you know what I mean? 6 women have been found who were sexually exploited by the organized crime group, according to prosecutors. 2 British nationals and 2 Romanian citizens were detained. The British nationals are Andrew Tate and his brother. This is him with a walkout. The 4 suspects appeared to have created a crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create content meant to be specialized meant to be on specialized websites for a cost. Andrew Tate, who was born in the U.S. but raised in Britain, is known for spreading hate speech, misogyny, and violence. So here's the back end of the story, too, is that, all right, these girls, there's videos of him doing like S&M type bondage type stuff and hands-on, hard-hitting type acts, okay? And so when the videos came out, they're like, because everybody's already like, he's guilty. Okay, let me do the disclaimer one last time. I do not know if he's guilty or not. That's the thing. I don't know. Just like they don't know either. Because really, I just read you a report and I'm not sure why they took him in. The video came out with him doing that kind of stuff. The girl came out and was like, yo, I asked him to do it. He was like, oh, yeah, no beef with that. Yeah, I mean, that's how we get down. Like, I'm sorry for laughing. Because that's the thing. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. And I tweeted it. I said, now what I did say was Andrew and his brother are going to jail. I said, I don't know if they're guilty or not. I have to look at the facts, but I know how these things kind of go. That's the thing. I know how they go. You have words like sexual exploitation. What I saw kind of floating around on Twitter and on this Twitter space that I was on was them talking about, well, he's doing the lover boy charge. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is the lover boy charge? And so now that I'm not saying that that's what they're charging him with, but this is what people are trying to speculate. The lover boy charge is basically a man, he met women, told them that he loved them or whatever, and got them to do things based on the fact that they thought that they were going to be with him. And I was like, I hope this charge doesn't exist in real life because number one, I think I know a couple culprits myself, but all jokes aside, what man hasn't done that? It doesn't have to be, what degree of the things, how far does this go? So we have to be careful with these kind of things, but I don't think that that's what I like. Again, that's not a hardcore evidence. It was like people talking and trying to speculate and throw things around. They saying that they got to the apartment, there was girls there held. Maybe he did kidnap a bunch of girls. But see, that's the thing. They don't even say he kidnapped a bunch of women. They say that he meets them, and then brings them back to his home and makes them do things for money. There's a lot of that going on right now with adults. And if we're getting ready to go, they're like, all right, cool. We're going to go there. Okay, good. Then this whole, graphic industry, I guess we're done with it then, right? OnlyFans, all of that, I guess we're done. They're talking about sexual exploitation. What does that mean? What it means, though, is that it's in the eye of the beholder. This part, I will say, men, I'm not going to say, I can't talk on anybody's personal life. And I'm not saying that any man watching is doing all of what Andrew Tate was doing. It will behoove you to think twice in 2023 about anything with women. I have to find the legislation that Kamala Harris and them signed last year about workforce harassment with women, between men and women and all. And it was the most broad, federal act that they put out where I had to tweet men don't even hold the door open for a woman at this point, because a lot of men are adventurous. A lot of women know what they're getting into, but when they don't get everything they want out of it, it turns into something else. It turns into, you hurt me. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what kind of evidence they have. Maybe they have evidence of him actually getting in a van and picking up women and then taking them back and then, all kinds of, I don't know. But that's what we have going on. So we're going to sit back and we're going to see where this goes, and we'll try to collect the evidence. But as of right now, all I know is that there was sexual exploitation, girls in the house, and people are in jail in Romania. And that's all anybody else knows too. So keep it locked here. We will go into this together. We'll look at it together the right way. You guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.